Hey there, everyone. This is Adam from Scum. I'm by myself again for this shorty, and today I'm going to actually read two stories. One from my old gaming group, the first time that I ever actually played a session of Only War, or one of the first times, and the other is involves my current group and well, some high-level shenanigans that occurred from there. So I hope you enjoy. So back in the day, my friends and I played a shakedown session of Only War to see what the rule system was like. And the way it worked was that each of my friends got one main character and three minor characters to represent a squad. So let's get into what the main characters looked like. Say hello to Private Ellis, the squad sniper and resident drug addict of the 18th Drop Troop Regiment. Alongside him is Corporal Bob, heavy weapons specialist and armed with the squad's flame unit. They also commanded three other goons each in the squad, while I served as their sergeant. Their goons are just there to make sure that if they die, which is possible, though unlikely given it's a training session, they can keep going. I'll show their faces too if anyone's interested, but unlike their main characters, I just found images for them. Here's a green text summary of just what happened. B Squad of 9, mostly trained in solid projectile weapons. Forced to use lasguns during training for budgetary reasons. Sniper aims for hostage on purpose and accidentally hits hostage taker due to luck. Sniper throws grenade because. Nearly kills best friend from explosion. Best friend rolls well despite not using preferred weapon. Sniper decides to take drugs. Becomes mentally retarded when drug runs out due to int loss effect. Tries to swallow own tongue. Plasma gunner drops lasgun out of instinct due to sheer fuck up. Everyone is rolling 90s. Our faces when. Rifleman nearly kills own sergeant when shooting her in the back due to such rolls. Operator shoots out the lights, causing fight to go on for more than 1 hour due to sight penalty. This is the only thing she did all session. Medic thinks drug overdose sniper is dealing with his lethal disease from catechin. Medic then unfucks shit roll, gives him antitoxin. Sniper tries to eat Medic's lasgun, confuses it for penis of local drug dealer. Medic attempts murder out of pity, critically fails and gives him sunburn instead. Medic gives him own gun out of shame. Veteran marksman misses in dark room for half hour. Rage intensifies. Plasma gunner sobbing at utter uselessness at hitting things. God Emperor literally takes pity on him, gives him reroll. Barely succeeds, crippling one guy. Sniper snaps out of it while kissing best friend. Confused and horrified at own sexuality. Best friend gives no fucks. Wigger begins seriously cheating on exercise. Commits heresy in the process, deeming Limp Bizkit a god. Sniper shoves operator out of way of target. Operator shoves back, causing gun to superheat concrete, plus burning his hands. Sniper almost murders her out of spite. Sergeant tries to defuse situation. Sniper ignores own sergeant for having vagina. Willing to listen to a man, however. Hostages executed due to cheating Wigger. Wigger and Sniper double lariat a guy, hitting themselves in the process. By the Emperor, how horrifying. Both live due to bullshit rolls. Sniper tries to use second grenade to kill hostages. Knows it's a bad idea to boot. Hostages are just quitters and don't deserve to live. Fucks up throw, putting self and best friend in harm's way. Righteous fucking fury! Confirms righteous fucking fury! 44 damage coming your way! Best friend ninja dodges explosion. Sniper dies on literal training level. Turned into goo. Our faces when. Squad's faces when. Twin lasguns explode, nearly murdering Wigger. Exercise stops due to massive fuck up. Gets dressed down by the company commander. Only 1 out of the 9 are seen as remotely competent. Best friend seen as intentionally acting stupid on purpose. Sergeant deemed incompetent due to shit show. Only kept rank due to defense by other guardsmen. Sniper would have been executed but did job himself. Team killing rifleman exonerated. Plasma gunner given pity. Operator busted down to Planetary Defense Force. Medic dressed down for giving gun to mentally challenged sniper. Wigger is told to stand up. Wigger thinks he will be rewarded. Wigger tried for heresy and Commissar attempts execution. Rolls 99, landing on own ass. Limp Biscuit protects! Runs down the line. Everyone's missing except Medic with thrown knife. Medic murders Wigger with knife to the throat. Operator washed out of regiment. Medic promoted to commissar. Horror at the results of a practice operation with training targets. Our faces win. Our second story, on the other hand, is actually with the current group that I game with. So, with that in mind, let us get into the tale of how a person managed to actually get their character killed upon creation 5 minutes into his very first session. So, I posted this one on the regular D&D, but a friend said this is more of a horror story, so I'm just moving it here. I run a 3.5 evil game with a few of my friends online, and by now they're all level 15. There are 1,000 stories I want to tell about them and the stupid and insane stuff that they've done, but I feel the need to tell what happened last night. First, a little context. The group had just escaped a hellscape known as Avalon, a land of mists and shadows where no one has ever come back from. Most of the group was fairly cautious and on guard, since this place didn't make any sense. Except the resident priest who, in his own words, was getting bored and was very confident after the group just finished fighting off an army of paladins. After overhearing some natives talk about what chances these outsiders had, the priest decided to wander off to the only seeable path down the ravine. He had wings. After which the natives said, well, it seems they have chosen to be stupid. I threw 2 skill checks to notice the danger that he was in. He failed both of them and got the misfortune of being critted by a ×3 colossal plus great axe and ended up as red mist at negative 67 health. The group grabbed some of his remains and teleported out to revive him. On this new, far less serious and far more goofy Goblin Island, the priest decides to literally neck himself, having his follower break his own neck while he was asleep, because I can't take my character seriously anymore after last session. Mind you, that damage would have one-shot all but the 2 characters immune to criticals, an undead barbarian and a bone knight. And it was all due to his overconfidence and really just bad luck. Cue the group ripping apart his character for his loot, much to his players' horror. A week later, he came to me with this new character sheet. His new character was an Elan kineticist scion, and since he didn't have a proper introduction with his last character, they were about to fight a champion of Grummish. He asked me to introduce himself by metamorphosizing himself into the group's resident master planner, which can be best described as the logical conclusion of giving a Death Master all of the wealth that they need to indulge all of his undead and big wizardly plans. I think he wanted to come off as odd and mysterious. He even made his character token and character name the same as the Death Master's. However, this came right after this caster just had to deal with a minor trickster god who had been driving him and the party off the wall. And the Scion had no excuse to not remember this. He was there for that session as well. So when this highly paranoid, insanely powerful, and evil as hell mage sees a creepy, exact, the player's own description, recreation of himself, reaching out his hand to touch him, things aren't really looking good. There's a spellcraft check, but since this wasn't magic, I tell him up front that he had no idea what this was. The Deathmaster's response? Okay then, I cast Destruction. Cue the Scion screaming, "No!" and leaving his mic. It was then the party realized what was going on. They actually thought it was me messing with them again. Since he didn't come back, I did his roll for him, since I have all of their sheets to check for bullshit. He rolled a 27, just 3 shy of the needed DC. Cue the entire party either laughing or babbling in confusion. And that is the tale of how some poor bastard died 3 times in 3 sessions 3 times in a row. If anyone wants to hear some of the other goofy and off-the-wall crazy moments, I'd be very willing to make more of these. And if anyone has questions on the specifics, just ask. And don't worry for you viewers. I know for a fact at least one episode of the long-form Dice Scum story times will literally be about a long-running story that I can't really spoil, since it really requires not just that character's player, but the entire group to really talk about. So look forward to that whenever we get the time, or whenever this campaign just finally ends its conclusion, which, at this rate, it's looking like we're hitting epic, so it's going to be a while. So, with that in mind, this is Adam. Have a good day, everyone. And expect an orc recording of some sort sometime this week or sometimes next week. It really just depends on the scheduling. Have a great day, everyone.